Welcome to Spinsterhood. My name's Jill and I'll be your guide. And if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. It's okay not to have kids. I know I've talked about this on the channel before, but I think it bears repeating because I keep reading posts from women who are dealing and struggling with people asking them why they're not pregnant yet because they got married recently and they're still not pregnant. And why is that? When are you gonna get pregnant? When are you gonna have some kids? And it really frustrates me. This is a question that you don't ask. It's just, you don't ask it. And here's why. Number one, they could be dealing with infertility issues, okay? So there are millions of women and men who deal with infertility, and they may not have realized this fact until they go to try and get pregnant, and therefore you asking them is just bringing up this thing that they are currently trying to process themselves. So it's like, I'm trying to process this thing that I was unaware of that's going to affect the plans that I had for myself and for us as a couple. And then on top of that, you're asking me about it and you're just bringing it back up to the surface. So thanks. Number two, and the one that is nearest and dearest to my heart, is maybe they don't want kids. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's not something that they want. And therefore, it's none of your business. I mean, either way, it's none of your business. But you saying, when are you gonna have kids? When are you getting pregnant? What's going on with your womb? You know, just stuff that people don't need to know. On top of the fact that you may not want kids, and therefore, you now have to explain that to people. Which, as a side note, you don't have to have kids to be a good person, to be a good woman, to be a whole woman, to be a nurturing and caring human being. The kids aren't a requirement for those things, believe it or not. Trust me. But Jill, how is the species going to continue? And it's a fair concern, right? We all want the human species to keep going, right? Yeah, a few of us not having kids, I mean, I think we're gonna be fine. I don't think there's a concern that by us not having kids, we're gonna go extinct. I don't. That does not keep me up at night. The thought of spiders being on the ceiling above my head while I'm sleeping in my bedroom, that keeps me up at night. That's creepy. They could like go in your ear and lay an egg. Oh! Nightmares. Which brings me to my third point. Pets. For a lot of people, pets are the closest thing to children that they'll ever have. And for some people, that's because either they wanted to have a child, but they wanted to have a child with a partner and they never found the right person. And so therefore, pets. For some couples, if they're dealing with infertility issues, they may not have the means, because a lot of people don't, because it's incredibly expensive to go through, IVF and other, different treatment options, as well as adoption. I mean, all those things cost a lot of money, and a lot of people just cannot simply can't afford it. And so therefore, pets. Then there's a whole other group, of which I'm a part of, wherein pets are the closest thing to a child that they want. Like, I can handle my dog. Like, I can handle a dog. But, being responsible for a little human being and ensuring that they grow to be a responsible, critical thinking adult who's well-rounded and caring, yeah, that's a lot of pressure. And I'm not, I'm not feeling that. So, yeah. So for some of us, we're totally cool with a dog or a cat. That's as much as we want. And we're fine with that. And lastly, number 4 is, you know, you could say that having a kid is kind of a big deal, you know, considering your entire life from top to bottom changes in the blink of an eye and remains changed for the rest of your life. The rest of your life. Completely changed the moment that that child is in your care. So it could be said that it's understandable why some couples after getting married remain childless for a little bit, for a while, because they just want to enjoy, right? Before, again, their lives are changed completely for the rest of their life. It's just a thought. Crazy as it may seem. You know, some people just want to, you know, really take their time with it. So, next time you're thinking of asking someone, when are you going to have kids? Why aren't you pregnant yet? When are you guys going to start a family? I mean, don't. Just don't ask them. And for those of you on the receiving end, next time you get asked that, you could totally respond, none ya. And when they say none ya, you say none ya business. I think they'll take it really well. Like, super well. So, till next time, you stay confident, and this has been Spinsterhood. My dog actually lessens the amount of stress in my life. I know that a child would just increase it, like just bloop,